Today I'm very excited because I'm going to show you guys how to make the little mini Belizean coconut tarts. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. Alright guys, so finally I went to this store called Kohl's here in Southern California and I found the tart pans. Look at it. Isn't it so gorgeous? It will hold a dozen, and see, these are why they're tart pans, because they have these little designs here. So I'm going to get it open. I'm going to take this off. I'm not going to make these tarts that are on the picture, okay? I'm going to make our Belizean coconut tart, but I wanted to show you this first, and then we're going to get off with showing you how we make these little mini tarts. First of all, I want you to know that you can find this recipe on page 155 in my cookbook, Beans and Rice and Jesus Christ. Shameless plug, right? Anyways, let's go over the ingredients that we're going to need. First of all, this is the coconut water that came from the coconut that Joe opened. This is a young coconut, so don't get the old one with the brown shell, okay? And I went over this on the first video that I did with the Belizean tarts, but on that recipe, on that video when I did it, the pie was like a 9-inch pie because I didn't have the pan, right? So this is the coconut water, so don't throw away the coconut water and beat the kids off if they want to drink it because you're going to need it. This is all the flakes of the coconut that came out of the one coconut that Joe had. This is 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. This is 2 tablespoons of regular white sugar, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, any brand will do, and 1 egg. I made 1 serving of sweet pie dough right here, and I have the tart pans already greased with some butter. So what I'm going to do is cut this pie dough into 12 equal pieces so that I can fit them individually into these little sections, okay? I've already gone and put all the pieces here in the pie pan. And I just saved 1 little piece to show you guys how I did it, okay? I didn't like spread the whole dough out and then throw it over and then just kind of, you know, put the little pieces in. I actually went and cut it into 12 equal pieces, and I just rolled each and every one of them individually like this. Take a look. I want to say simple as pie. You guys get it. And it's greased already like I told you. And you just kind of put it in there. This is all we're doing. Take off the little edges. And if you notice, I don't have a whole lot left over. I like when I don't have too many of these things left over when we're doing something. And so pretty much this is done. And that's going to be set aside waiting for us, because now I have to go do the filling part of the pie. And even though I did that at the other video that I'm going to put a link to, I want to do it here with you guys again because I'm going to do it like an easier way. I'm not going to bring the coconut water to a boil first. We're just going to dump everything in a pot and cook it on top of the stove, and then we're going to fill our little pie shell, okay? Alright, so here we go. I have a little pot. The first thing I'm going to do is pour the coconut water in there. And remember the last time I did, I brought it to a boil first. Not going to do that this time. I'm going to go ahead, put the sweetened condensed milk in. Make sure we get all of it, okay? Make sure we get all of it. I'll come back and clean that out better when I put the camera on pause. Put in the sugar. Put in the cornstarch. Cornstarch always gives me trouble. And my bowl wasn't wet, but I don't know, cornstarch is just kind of clingy. And then just kind of, I'm not even using a whisk or a fork, just going to beat up the egg like that. So this is one of these dump things again, right? And then dump in the coconut flakes. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to tell you guys that we're going to need 1/4 teaspoon of lemon extract. Here we go. Lemon extract, just 1/4 teaspoon. We don't want vanilla, we don't want pineapple, strawberry, lemon, okay? Lemon extract. So what I'm going to do now is take this over to the stove, and I'm going to cook it for about 9 minutes until it all stews down, and then we're going to put it inside the pie shell. Let's go over to the stove. Okay, so it's been going for 3 minutes already. I want you guys to know that I got more coconut water from this coconut than when I did this recipe the last time. I got like 1 3/4 cups. The last time I only got 1 1/2. So this might cook a little bit longer than the last time. So take a look, see? It's already coming to a boil. And the reason why I changed the method around, because the person who taught me how to do this said bring the coconut water to a boil first. But I changed it around because when you add the egg into the hot coconut water, it almost wants to cook the egg. So you'd have to like take stuff out and temper the egg and all that stuff. But we don't want to do that. We just dump it in here. We're cooking it. Right now it's on high heat. I'm going to put it to medium if I have to. But we want this to simmer down to like oatmeal. It's going to be as thick as oatmeal before we put it in the pie dough. But it smells just absolutely delicious in here. Because of the lemon extract and stuff that's in here, it smells awesome. This is right at about 7 minutes, and you want to be stirring vigorously. If not, you're going to have to clean up your stove, because see, when you let it stand and you don't stir, see, it pops like that, and it just splatters over everything, okay? This is right at about 10 minutes, and it's not going to get really brown in here, okay? It's going to get brown when you bake it. So I just wanted to go for like 11 minutes, because the last time I went 9. Wanted to get a little bit drier. And then we're going to move back over to the counter. I cooked it for like 11 minutes. I have the oven preheating right now on 350. It's at about 345, so you're going to hear it beep in a little while. But now we're going to fill our pie shell with this coconut filling, okay? There you go. Here's my oven. Went off. And that's all it is. And let me tell you a rule of thumb. A rule of thumb when it comes to pie making, if the batter is going to be like really liquidy, like for lemon pie or custard or anything like that, I would pre-bake the shell first so that you don't get the soggy bottoms. But this one's not too liquidy, so we're just going to bake it just like, you know, all together. So let's fill. And we don't want to be stingy when we're filling. I'm just using a soup spoon right here and just filling. And take a look at how much we have in here. We have a lot. So I'm thinking that I'll do like another set, like make another serving of pie dough and do like another set and get a couple dozens. Or I might do one big pie. I'll decide as we go along. But for right now, let me get this one filled and get it baked. And then we're going to know what we're going to be doing, alright? Okay, so here we go, guys. Let me show you how much I have. First of all, look at how much I have left over. I really and truly believe that this batter could give us like 3 dozen of these tarts. So let me move this out the way and take a look. We have our dozen. See, they're all fat. None of them I have skimmed on any. I have not skimmed on any of them. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on the top. And of course, you know, with any sweet thing, I keep talking Creole lately. With any sweet thing that I make, you can put nutmeg. I don't put nutmeg in anything. I don't even buy it in this house because I'm allergic to nutmeg. But you can absolutely put nutmeg. And I want to tell you guys something too about the word splatter versus spatter, because I've heard spatter several times on TV, and I'm like, isn't that word splatter? So I had to go look it up. Splatter is when it's liquid, it's more wet, and then it goes everywhere, and that's a splatter. And when it comes to spatter is when it's more dry, and then you'll hear that like blood spatter on the wall because it spattered so far away that it got dry. Little did you know, huh? Little did you know. Alright, so I'm putting it in the oven on 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'll see you guys in about 35 minutes. In the meanwhile, I have to decide what I'm going to do with the rest of this filling, okay? Alright guys, take a look at how beautiful they are. It went for 35 minutes. They're still hot, okay? But they're just gorgeous. Take a look. Look at the bottom. Isn't that gorgeous? And look at that. I'm going to wait for them to cool off, and then I'm going to taste. And then I'm going to come back and let you guys know what it tastes like. In the meanwhile, I was thinking that I might freeze the rest of the filling that we have so we don't have so much of this stuff around. But this smells so good and looks so good, I think I'm going to bite the bullet and just go ahead and make another batch of this, okay? But I'm just so pleased with how this looks so far. So I'll be back shortly to taste it, and then I'll give you guys my closing remarks. To purchase copies of my book, just visit my website at bearpantryshow.com and click on the store tab. You know what? I never understood how the people that make tarts or meat pies for a living in Belize really have the love of doing this. Because this, I don't want to say this is hard work, but it's time consuming to make all these little individual pies. So I'm going to taste it in a little while. But in the meanwhile, I want to let you guys know that I've decided I'm going to make some more of these little mini pies with the filling that I have left over. Because I was going to freeze it, but I'll never make it again if I freeze it. So I'll just make it all now and put it up, you know, in maybe the cake thing or whatever. Put it in a plastic container, and we'll be able to have some of these tarts throughout the week, this week. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching the show, for liking. If you liked the video, hit like below. Share the show with people for me, with your friends and family. And thank you for picking up the book. Like I said, this recipe is in my book. And thank you for all the support and love. Until I see you guys again, take care. Okay guys, it's tasting time. This is so good. Don't forget to stop by my vlog. Right here on YouTube, it's called Babs Bear Talk. Please be sure to stop by my review channel right here on YouTube. It's called Bear Pantry Talk.